guys. Today's Wednesday, December 10th, I think. Yeah, December 10th, 2025. Yesterday, it snowed quite a bit. We did several driveways before work, and then Robbie went to go check on some of our elderly friends and ended up picking up even more driveways to manage. Most of them he did for free, which was really kind of sweet. Some people insisted on paying him. He got on his bike with a snow shovel and went to check on people, and it's like, hey, do you need help? It was really nice. My kids are sweet. They're so sweet. They're always out there helping other people. I feel like no matter what else happens in life, I feel like I did a really good job with them because they're kind. They're kind to people that can't give them anything in return, you know. And a lot of that was my entire parenting philosophy, was teaching empathy and kindness. And Robbie also fixed somebody's plumbing yesterday, or not yesterday, 2 days ago, because he happened to be at an older person's house. See, when he worked at the grocery store, he got to know everybody, and he made a lot of friends that are much older, because this community is a retirement community. The average age of most people here is 60s, 70s, 80s. We have some neighbors that are in their 90s. The school system here is very small. The class sizes are really tiny. There aren't a lot of young families here. To me, it's a perfect place to raise kids because it's so quiet, it's so peaceful, it's so safe. But a retirement community means there's a lot of aging people, and as they get older, they need more help. And so most of the people we know are quite a bit older. And the people that are younger are often in jobs like mine where we're caregivers. Not everybody. There is a community of younger people. It's just small compared to all the older people here. And oftentimes, when we know somebody that's older and needs help but doesn't have caregivers or something, we will go and check up on them. And so that's what Robbie was doing. He was going around and checking up on his older friends and clearing driveways and helping out. I think it's a really nice way to spend the Christmas season looking out for other people. On the downside, December seems to be more difficult. Last year was the first Christmas without Teal'c, and we were so focused on Robbie because he was home from the army, home from training, and here for a week. And so we were so focused on like getting in everything he wanted to do, and just having some family time and doing all these activities and stuff, and we just kept busy. Well, this year things are quieter, and so we've got a lot more time to kind of reflect, and we've all really been missing Tilk. It's been hitting us really hard. All of us. Dylan texted me this morning. He's at work. And he's like, Mom, I'm just really sad. Yeah, we all kind of are. We're taking that sadness and pushing it into taking care of other people. A lot of what we do, taking care of others, comes from taking care of Tilk. Like, Tilk's not here anymore. But all that caregiving we did, it feels like it has to go somewhere. Like, we need to be helping someone. So, all of that we put into taking care of other people, helping other people through the kind of stuff that we went through. One of my dear friends who's in his 70s just received a devastating diagnosis. So I was over there yesterday comforting him and his wife and kind of helping them talk through their feelings and the grieving process, and the questioning why. Tilk's disorder was ultra rare. So rare that most of his doctors had never even heard of it. And to live life in the rare, where everything is, you're learning something that will potentially help someone else down the line, but the struggle that you go through, it's really hard living with something so rare. And now my friend is battling that. So of course it makes sense that I'd be the person that they called to ask, how do you get through something so big and devastating and rare? When I talk about this stuff, I'm not doing it to like brag about my life or anything. I literally, like, this online vlog, if you will, has kind of become the way I sort out my feelings. Because after Tilk died, I had to manage everyone else's feelings. I didn't have anybody to really talk to that understood me, except for people online. I'm mom, so I'm managing my kids' feelings and helping them through the grief. My husband was kind of really shut down for a while. So I was just really kind of managing alone. And so this is kind of how I cope. Most of my older kids have turned their grief into caretaking. I never forced any of my kids to help take care of their brother. They loved him, and so they were always volunteering to help. And all of them miss taking care of him. You know, I mean, I did the caretaking, the majority of everything. They would do things like the younger kids would hold his hands while I was changing his diaper, or they would go, you know, bring me a diaper or wipes or a new outfit for him or something. My older kids, Robbie and Ronan and Dylan, would carry him when I was pregnant. Sometimes they would carry him for me, or when he would have really bad seizures, he would often want Robbie to hold him. And it just sort of, you know, that's missing now. I can't take care of Tilka anymore because she's gone. And it's hard. You know, my adult kids have definitely poured a lot of themselves into caregiving, and Robbie wants to get into caregiving. He's always been like, the boys used to take the boys to the vet's home when they were little, and we would visit with older people, and I really wanted them to be socialized with all age groups. You know, it's funny because a lot of people will assume that homeschoolers don't get socialization, but it's actually like the opposite. Instead of, like, when you're in a public school, you're generally socializing with one age group, the people that are within a year of yourself. And that's not natural socialization. And when you're homeschooled, you socialize with all age groups. You know, and one of the things that we did, even when it was difficult, was we tried to volunteer. And because to me, when I was a kid, when I was a teenager and I was working in a nursing home, getting that perspective from older people was infinitely valuable. So I always wanted that experience for my own kids. And my older kids especially really have a heart for people that are, you know, going through stuff. And one of my neighbors has a fractured spine, and she's in a back brace, and she's a very independent woman, so it's hard for her to accept help. But she did reach out to us for help, and now we're, you know, taking care of stuff for her around her house and everything, and making sure that she's okay. And honestly, I'm so proud of my kids, watching them get up without prompting and go and volunteer and help people. And I feel like that sort of thing is really missing in our world today. So many people don't think about their neighbors. They don't think about people in different life situations than they are. And we experience that a lot. You know, being a special needs family, we were kind of othered a lot. We were on the outskirts a lot. And I think that created a drive in us to make sure that nobody else had to go through that. At least that's the way I've always lived life. I live life with the philosophy of I hurt in this way, somebody hurt me in this way, so I want to make sure nobody else ever feels this way. I know a lot of people in life live their lives where somebody hurt me, so I'm going to hurt you. Or I had to go through it, so you have to go through it. And that's not how I operate. That's not how my kids operate, because I've taught them we don't do tit for tat. We don't do revenge. We don't do stuff like that. If we can, we help people. I believe that's what Jesus' message is. That if you have the means to help somebody and you don't, then you're just as guilty. Howdy. What? If you're trying to say something, I can't hear you. You going to work? You want a kiss? Okay. I love you too.
I don't want to kiss with you.
I know. It's not lipstick though, it's eyeshadow. See?
Same difference.
That's alright, honey. Have a good day at work.
Thank you.
Have fun at your meeting.
What?
Have fun at your meeting.
Safety meetings.
Yay, fun! Oh, Dylan texted me. He's feeling pretty down today. I think he's feeling the same thing we all are. It's just being close to the holidays without Till. I think he's coming over after work. I'm not sure. He gets off at 3, but I don't get off till 5, so. Love you.
Love you.
Anyway, time for me to go work out and get my day going. I'll see you all real soon.